Hello, hello, hello. Looks like today we're going to be running through Aquarian zodiac reading for this year. Let's see what's going to pop up on the agenda. It should be an interesting year for Aquarians, though, because we are in that age, Let's see. And the Aquarian card is actually the reason why I bought my Voyager deck. So I'm going to see if I can find the card in there. If it doesn't show up in the first 10, I'll search through it a little bit and show it to you. The story is I was looking for a new deck. This is when I first started reading, and they were saying, just buy a Rider Waite and keep to the basics. Don't get anything fancy and frilly. And I went into a metaphysical bookstore about 3 minutes before they were closing, and I saw a light shining on this rack of cards, and one card in particular was lit. And it's like, ooh, immediately drawn to it. It was so very beautiful. And I thought, this is the deck that I want. Was it easy and plain? No. As a matter of fact, the person that was teaching the tarot class that I went to said, why did you buy that deck? And the reason why is it's not been about what has been easy. It's about what catches my fancy or catches my eye. And if it doesn't, I'm not interested, okay? So I'm like, I guess it's proving that secondary concept about being a magpie, you're drawn, you're drawn to the most beautiful shiny object. Ooh, shiny. And here she is, all right? Hang on a sec. Smoky. Here's the deck. Let's see if I can hold it where you can see it without the shine on it. Can you see that okay? It's a star card, and it's really the card, basically it's a card of hope. And so we were down a few cards in my particular deck to get to her, but it is a card in which we're thinking about what the future is going to be holding, and that's exactly what we need to be thinking about this year. You might not be focusing so happily on the present, but it says keep your eyes to the future. There's also known by some of the readers as the USA card. So just know that we've got this beautiful card right here that is holding up our end of the bargain, okay? So we'll see what we can do with the zodiac sign that we're being presented with this year. Isn't she beautiful? This is the Kuan Yin goddess, and she is the Eastern version of the Western Madonna, okay? So it's got all of those beautiful attributes, love, creativity, spirituality, all of those things here. Isn't she lovely? So if you're putting up, just creating a new altar for yourself to put some of your ritualistic ideas on, or prayers in front of, or burn your candles, be sure that you find a place for her, whether she's the Eastern or the Western version of it. And she's here to answer your requests. Now, but that means you have to ask for something. So if you have not asked yet and you're missing out on it, by all means, organize it. Ask for guidance. Ask for help for the firefighters. Ask for anything that is troubling your heart or your mind at this time, because she's definitely here to help. Okay, let's see what your original 10 were. Okay. First card down here actually makes total sense, because it's what I call a card of fear. So it's one of the things that we're conquering right now. So it's been prevalent, but this is crossing it. It's saying when we get the information for what's scaring us, then it loses its power. So that's what we're in the process of doing. This is the 9 of crystals, which is always about logical mind things, figuring things out, getting answers to your problems, etc. So if you've been ruled by fear, it's time to set that aside and embrace the knowledge that you'll be getting and that you have already, okay? There are answers out there for us, okay? Yeah, and here's the Mother card, which is actually enforcing the High Priestess, the Star card. So we just know that these two cards kind of go together. And this is being the plain and the logical side of it, and the other one has to do with the spirituality of it all. I do like this card because it looks to me like Many of the things that we plan on doing are going to be protected and will be guided as we go through it, but from a woman's point of view. So it might not be about pull out your AR-47 or whatever it is. It's like, we're going to find about answers that have to do with love and compassion, sharing, etc. Okay, so when other people need us, we'll be there as if they were a family. Okay, embracing one another. And this card is saying, here's the family idea. We're getting back in touch with that. When we have times of crisis, especially here in the United States, that's when we seem to come together the best. And that's what this card is saying. Okay, treat everybody like they're part of your family. And you're going to find resolution. You're going to find answers. You're going to find satisfaction. Here's what we're looking for that's coming in. It's not here quite yet, but it certainly is the 10 of crystals, which is the next step up from the 9 of crystals that we just had. In this case, the 10 of crystals is telling me we're going to start seeing light at the end of the tunnel. So I don't know how long this is going to take. It is currently, it's in the middle of the deck. It's not at the end. The end would imply to me that it'd be after a year or two. This looks to me like we get some more answers that are coming up shortly. Could be in the next month or two, right? And that we feel more reassured as a result of it, okay? There are places to go, things to do, support to find, etc. But not if we let fear stop us in our tracks, okay? It's not about that. Are things going to stay the same? No, because we got this big old change card. There's my Tower card. It's not surrounded by scary cards, but it is surrounded by 2 cards. One in particular says the Tower card is going to help change your level of fear. But we've also got this card, which is the 5 of Wands. And this particular deck is called Oppression. So remember, it might be one of the things that we're fighting against by finding more solutions and not letting all the obstacles stop us from what it is we need to achieve this year. This could be a very good year as long as we're not afraid to take a step or two forward, because here's my full child card, which means keep moving in a forward momentum, that God protects fools and babies. So maybe this is the year that you want a new house. Maybe this is the year you want a new job. Don't let a certain level of fear that fear mongers are trying to push upon you. Think about your future and what it is that you want to achieve and how you can make differences for the people that are already here too. Okay, so choices you make are going to have repercussions for other people. And this is actually finding joy within the choices that you make. Isn't that nice? Look at that little baby with the wide eyes. Starting to see opportunities, openings. This is a card, it's in the position of hopes and fears, but it is also the card of finding legal satisfaction. So some of the things that are concerning us the most ain't over yet because we haven't heard from the legal system yet. Okay, it's speculation that's holding us back and scaring the pants off a lot of people. But this card right here is saying, bear with it because it is finding truth and positive legal outcome, right? And this even looks like it might have to do with some of the medical field that we're worried about is going to be cut short or truncated in any way. And that little card is saying, if we're all in it together, we're all self-supportive, this could go very far because it's a 3, which means forward momentum. Wands have to do with spirituality and caring, love, etc. But it's also telling me that it takes more than 1 or 2 people to do it. So you might be bonding together with your friends to come up with some good solutions, right? So don't give up hope. We've still got that great card coming in, which is for the Aquarian card. It is the Aquarian card, and it is for Aquarians, okay? So we have some pretty good cards to look at right now. Let's see. One final cut. Yeah, there's a Sagittarian card. You might want to keep your eyes open for some Sagittarians that come in. Little fire sign want to help you. They're good for inspiring other people, so you might be the one who needs the inspiration. Trust them that you'll have 1 foot in the real world and 1 foot in the metaphysical. And Aquarians like to kind of live there, so know that the logic that they have is actually based on spirituality for them, okay? So we've got some good cards here. Let's see how far we can take them this year. And next year, it's going to be a whole new ball game. But it's going to be some interesting stuff happening this year. Okay, so don't give up. It's coming. Alrighty. Thanks, Aquarians. Love you bunches, and we will talk to you soon.